Hey guys, so we're finally getting to do a video that we don't get to do very often anymore, a World of Warcraft cinematic video. This is for Guardians of the Dream, and it's called A Crown of Flame. I'm guessing Farok's gonna be here. Probably Farok, since, he's kind of by himself now. So I don't know what it's gonna be. I saw him like, oh, cool. So
My brother believed he could control me. This rage inside my heart. My sister believed she could tame me. My fury will not be sated. The aspects believed they could imprison me. But my hatred cannot be contained. They know what is coming. That the unyielding flame draws closer, ever closer. Even now, they cling to one another in the dark, lost in their dream. Deceived by those who squandered our birthright. Betrayers. All of them. So it falls to me to make them pay. Their suffering has just begun.
well, that's not good. Being able to slice through dimensions and all that, because they've been, so it looks like the druids of the flame have blessed his weapon, and considering they're druids and they have a connection to the dream and they can kind of go there when they want, they blessed his axe there to give it that ability to slice through, it seems. So he doesn't even need to look for a portal or any, no, he can just slice right into it. Um, but yeah, we've got the Druids of the Flames. We've got the sigils that they're gonna infuse onto the blade. Just, I love when they show the shadow flames. You get the normal flame, but then you see the purple. It's so cool. And with his design and his color scheme, how it's mostly like this brownish, like molten rock. And then you see normal like flame, like lava colors going through, the reds and oranges. But then he does this, and you can see right in here you get that purple, that shadow flame. It's so cool looking. I've always thought the shadow flame was really cool. There's the armor that you could back, was it in Kata? The shadow flame set looks amazing. The shadow flame is so freaking powerful, and I'm glad that they're finally doing something with it, because I mean, the shadow flame, it's it's you let's just you don't want to get hit. It's almost like an Amaterasu type thing. You don't want to get hit by it because you're going to freaking die. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to freaking die. But also to show, I love how they do that. Also to show like Farok's madness, because he only has that flare up the shadow flame when he's really becoming unhinged. With the last cinematic, Veranoth was like Rock, remember what we're doing. And he had the Shadow Flame, and he's like, okay. And he went back to normal. So this is like him truly becoming unhinged, and no one's around to stop him. So he's got this new weapon that can cut through. We've got Ysera, Caligos, good old Kalik. Get all these. I mean, we got Veranoth, we got sexy Rathian, and Dadgar. Whenever we get a chance to see Dadgar, observe and reflect. Oh, I'm going to observe how sexy you are and reflect on that. I mean, Dadgar, he's a good-looking guy. He's a very good-looking guy. We've got Tyrande. Like, everyone's just getting ready for this, this assault on the dream. You know, Alexstrasza knows Dormu. My queen. Just Veranoth looks just. When I first saw her, I thought of like Elsa because that's kind of like how her hair was kind of going. But then you look at her and she looks very much like the Winter Queen. I mean, of she's a dragon, a primal incarnate. You can give her any form you want, and they chose to kind of show similarities between her and the Winter Queen, which is kind of weird. And just give a little nod to each other. And this, I love the times that Farrak does stuff like this, where he'll either like grind his claws against the wall and like leave these gashing marks, or here he's just kind of like pulling it behind him, and you hear the scrape of the metal as it's grinding across the floor. It just shows the madness that he's in, that he goes through, the fact that he's completely unchained now. You know, Iridikron's not around to stop him. Veranoth's not around to stop him. He is fully unhinged. He can do whatever he wants. So this madness that they show him, kind of indulging in, whether it be doing this across the wall or here just grinding that axe against the ground. It's just walking the whole way with it slowly dragging behind. It's just so good. Um, and then just being able to slice his way into the dream. And notice how he says it. He always refers to it as their dream or their precious dream. Almost like he's not connected to it in any kind of way, or he doesn't want to be connected to it, or it's something that it's only relevant to their kind, not Farrak and or our kind, as if he's some kind of being that's above the dream. But he slices his way into the dream, and then we've got the new world tree, Amir Drasil, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I always love the blend of like the very purpley blue astral look, with the very verdant green, and being that this is the Emerald Dream, and just to go through, they've got like the some of them might be symbols, but just carvings, and you can see like this almost like spiritual, astral energy coming through. But yeah, just this very purpley, kind of like do we see any in Val'sharah? Because Val'sharah is pretty much like the Emerald Dream. But Ardenweald, like very Ardenweald type trees, that color scheme, but mixed in now with the Emerald Dream. I love the coloration. The verdant fields, the greens that come out. Probably see a lot of gold. But here he is. He's scorching earth, going scorched earth, and he's come for the heart of that tree. Of course, we're gonna stop him because obviously, I'm sorry, we've taken down a Titan Yes, we took him down with the Titan's help, but Argus, far more powerful than these guys. We took Argus down no problem. This guy should be a cakewalk. But it's like that was all the way back in Legion. It's like, oh well, every boss that comes along is even more powerful than the last. Argus was a Titan. Titans are by far the most powerful creatures in the universe. And that's why Ridicron is trying to go through all this crap to get whatever Galakron had and all this, because he needs to kind of boost himself to the level of the Titans, because as he is now, he would stand no chance. He would stand no chance. I mean, these are the same people who, you know, Amun-Thul came to the planet and he was so massive that he was able to just reach down to the planet and rip Yasharaj out of it. You saw, we see Sargeras at the end of Legion. Look how massive he is. Do you really think if they came like that a Ridicron would be able to do anything? No. So he needs all this void power and all this other kind of power to just even stand a chance against them. So, but it's like this guy's. We've already fought a Titan, and after you fight a Titan and then we fight the Jailer, I mean, I don't see how power scaling can even match them at this point. You're saying that these guys are more powerful than the Jailer? I mean, come on. Come on. They might be more clever than the Jailer, because no, everything's been done as the Jailer. Sargeras and this and that is all the Jailer playing 54D chess. All that is just a chess game to him, and it's on a completely other dimension. But we fought Titans, we fought the Jailer himself. These guys should. That's why I don't like what they're doing with this whole cosmic power and stuff. It's like, because think of it like it's like a Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. You fight one enemy, and then the next enemy has to show up who has to be more powerful than what you fought, and now we're up to the level of gods. And then you have like Zeno, who's the god of all, who's supposed to be like the most powerful, or at least the Grand Priest is like one of the most powerful. But then it's like you have to keep going, and then eventually it's going to be above them. It's like, oh well, they're not actually the strongest. There's people above. It's just ridiculous. I miss going around. It's just like Cthulhu was like the biggest deal at the time. An old god or the Lich King, or things that are on this planet. And I get, oh well, the incarnates are on. Yeah, but like I said, it's all setting up for like astral, cosmic type crap. The Titans, the first ones, the void, the light, all this cosmic crap. So I like the storytelling now. It's really good. I just wish it wasn't like cosmic on the cosmic level yet. We beat the Burning Legion, which was the biggest threat for ages since like Warcraft. It was the biggest threat, and then we imprisoned Sargeras, so it's like we imprisoned the Titan himself, who was the strongest of the Titans, I should add. And then we were fighting the Jailer, and we fought N'Zoth, fought all these incredibly powerful beings that have been around for ages that we've known about, and then they introduce these primal incarnates, and it's like, oh yeah, they've been around since forever, and they decided they didn't want to be blessed by the Titans or the Titan Keepers, whoever, and they want to stay, but they were forced to, and blah blah blah, but they've been there the whole time. They were just on the Dragon Isles, and we couldn't get there because we didn't want you guys to get there, even though it was planned back in like vanilla WoW, but we never went there. Just like the Emerald Dream, that's been in the game file since vanilla. I don't know if they're gonna allow us to kind of explore a bit of it. Like it's gonna be like, I think it's supposed to be like an explorable area and then like a raid in there. But I would really like to see things that we know from the Emerald Dream, from like concept art and stuff like that, worked in. Maybe see where the Druid Order Hall is, because remember the Order Hall for Druids is in the Emerald Dream. The place where we end in the Emerald Nightmare, You know, where so we end up with Cenarius. Maybe see that in here somewhere. I mean, the Emerald Dream is expansive. It's vast, and it's like almost they're trying to say now that it's like universal in size because there's other creatures, kind of like a loon. How other planets know of a loon. You know that loons had, you know, night warriors before that weren't on Azeroth. That there were others from different planets and different races that became night warriors. So a loon is known across the universe. The Emerald Dream apparently may span across the universe. The Shadowlands, I believe, expands across the universe. It's all like a sandwich, really. You know, you've got your real life, right? You know, living world right there, and you got your, you know, Emerald Dream right there on the top half, and the bottom. You know, the top bread is the Emerald Dream, and the bottom is, you know, the Shadowlands, and in between is the universe. So, but just like a regular sandwich, nothing special. It's like a cheese sandwich, you know. So you've got your slices of cheese, and there's your, you know, your universe, and the top piece of bread is that Emerald Dream. The bottom is Shadowlands, and it just all fits together a nice little package. But I really love Farok. I love the incarnates in general. They're really cool. Varanoth is really cool, literally, you know, being ice and all that. Farok is really cool. Eridicron, when he's there, he's got like just this presence about him. Um, but I mean, he's probably going to cause a lot of damage before we get to him. But it's the Emerald Dream; it'll survive. It'll heal itself like it always does. But yeah, as for the fight with Farok, I assume it's going to be first him and his humanoid with the axe, and then once he gets to like half health or whatever, he'll probably turn into his dragon form because that's presumably his most powerful. That's his like true form. So you know when it comes to primal, incarnate, and rage and fire and shadow flame, that's probably the best form to take, and that's a last ditch effort. With you know he finds us kicking his ass or something, be like, oh, I gotta turn into my dragon form and win that way. Also, if that's the case, I would love to see the axe somehow become part of the dragon. That'd be really cool if he could kind of like morph it with him. Because I mean he is hot enough to like melt this thing if he wanted to. He could like melt it and have it become part of him. That's I seriously doubt Blizzard would be smart enough to think of something cool like that. But anyway, what do you think about Farok? What do you think about going to the Emerald Dream? Let me know below. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.